Hello everyone, this is the Divine Feminine 101. Welcome back. It's really good to be back. Hope you all had a good week. Well, today the video is going to be slightly different. I was hoping to do the video on the female narcissist today, but I think I'm going to share this with you instead. Well, since January, this is going to be my first official video, right? But I haven't been able, like, I don't know if anybody has heard of anything called the writer's block. So I've been experiencing writer's block, and you know, forgetting words, feeling very tired, not being as creative as I normally would be. So well, I just thought, obviously I wasn't in alignment with some of my energies. Obviously something's wrong, and it was time to fix it. So well, I just thought I'll share that self-care tips with everybody today. So today what I did do was go back into nature to connect with nature. Like we're from the earth, right? So we're beings of nature. So for instance, take cars and generators, for example. Generators will get serviced, right? And cars will get serviced as well. So even as human beings, we can't just keep going on and on and on. Sometimes we need to take time to step back and take time for ourselves and actually take care of ourselves, especially from the inside. Like, a lot of people think that taking care of yourself is just on the outside and wear nice clothes and look beautiful and everything. No, but that's not it. Sometimes it's really better to take care of yourself from the inside, and then it will show on the outside. For instance, I don't use any makeup. Well, I mean, the most makeup I use is my lip gloss. Well, I shape my brows, and because I used to suffer from like really bad insomnia, like I could go like 2 days with no sleep at all. Like for example, I haven't slept in the last 24 hours. I haven't slept a wink. So sometimes I have dark circles around my eyes and everything, so I have to conceal it most of the time. So I use a concealer. So outside of my concealer, my lip gloss, and just shaping my brows and everything, I actually don't use any makeup at all. So this is what happens sometimes when you actually take care of yourself from the inside. So I was thinking, I have like a lot of things to do this year. I am writing again. I am coming out with a natural skincare line. It's a natural skincare line product, so I'm coming out with that as well. I still have my day-to-day job, which is I still have my business as a chef, daily deliveries and events. So I just have a lot going on. So I didn't need any writer's block right now. I need to be creative. I need to work. So I went back into nature today, went back to connect with nature. And you know, when I say these things, right, a lot of people just think, well, she doesn't have any worries. Oh, that's why she can talk like that. And thank God we don't look like what we've been through, right? Thank God we don't look like what we've been through. Because I say to people, like, except you're 60 years old and above, you probably even shouldn't compare what your experience is to mine. And that's the truth, because the things I've experienced and the things I have been through, people that have gone through half of it, some I think right now have probably ended up dead or in asylums or whatever it is. So I've had a lot of experiences, and I would liken it to somebody of 60 and above, because I mean, at 60 you've experienced so much. You've been through the good, the bad and the ugly. So literally. So at my age, you know, I've experienced just that much, and it's a lot. But I've actually learned to step back and try to take care of myself. Like this information I got sometime in, so I'm sorry, I'm just sharing this with you very quickly. 2019, yes. I mean, I suffered a big loss, and of my biggest support system. So this is somebody that I mean, even when I'm going through stuff, sometimes I don't even have to call. She just knows I'm going through stuff. So, and this is somebody that is constantly there for me. Now imagine you've been through so much stuff, and there's this person that is always there, and all of a sudden the person is no longer there. So it was like, you know, at that point it was a lot. And even with that happening, they say when it rains it pours, right? There was just so much stuff going on, so it was like one loss after another after. So at the end of 2019, I was pretty much like a zombie. I was like, I'd given up. And I think like when there's nowhere else to go, God shows up, right? So I think at the time, God just thought, yeah, I don't think she can go on anymore. So I'll use the word universe instead. So the universe decided to work with me and hand me the keys to the street, which is what I like to call it. So and I have been walking through that. I have been using that knowledge, and literally now I just age backwards. My blood pressure is so on point. Like, it doesn't rise at all. Literally, it's so fine, seriously, because I think when you know certain things and you play with nature and you work with nature, you tend not to get too stressed about a lot of things. I'm that girl that, like, the roof is burning, I'm literally sitting there sipping coffee. I don't worry about myself so much, and that's part of going through a lot in life, like part of experiencing so much. But mostly it's part of just trusting the universe that things will always fall into alignment. It always does. Sometimes it looks like it's so difficult, but it always falls into alignment at some point. The only difference is that you need to always use your intuition. So, and when you're balanced on the inside, it's easier for you to think through issues. Like, if you're not balanced and you're worried, you tend to make mistakes. So anyway, let's get to it. So I thought today, so I went to take care of myself today, connect back with nature, and I just thought I'll share this with everybody. I mean, I know that people are going through stuff, and sometimes they don't even know what to do. Sometimes they're so worried and they don't even know what step to take. And so I've decided today that I'm just going to share this with everybody, so we have a better knowledge on how to take care of ourselves, really take care of ourselves. It's not just about wearing nice clothes and everything and messed up on the inside. Like I said, I've been forgetting words and stuff. So okay, so I'm just going to take everybody through my list of self-care tips, and well, I do hope this helps. I really hope it helps. So I'm not I'm not doing phone calls with a lot of people that I used to take calls from when they're having issues and stuff. So I'm not doing that a lot these days. I'm also trying to take care of myself. I also have a lot on my plate, but I'm not trying to abandon anybody. So I just thought do a video about it. So rather than speak to me directly, I mean, we can just watch the video. And okay, so yes, so let's get to it. So well, as human beings, we have a lot of we have 7 chakras in our bodies. We have chakras are also referred to as wheels, and they are energy points in our bodies. Now, everything in the universe is energy. Everything is vibrations. The sun is vibrations. The moon is vibrations. Everything in the universe is vibration. So you have to align with the universe's vibration, and the best way to align in it is be in the best health you can be in the most positive state of mind you can be. So when you are in that state, you're actually aligning with the universe's vibrations, and that way it's easy for you to pull in abundance, pull in blessings into to yourself. So okay, so we have, like I was saying, we have 7 chakras in our bodies. Now, if any of those chakras are not balanced, it can affect one thing or the other in the body. So let's just go through it together. And also there are some colors that, now keep in mind, when you're working with the universe, when you're working with nature, I mean, we came from dust, right? From dust we came, from dust we will return. So we're beings of nature, which is why when there's something going wrong in our bodies, most of the time, rather than opt for synthetic drugs or synthetic medicine or whatever, the first point of contact usually should be to go back to nature, because you know that way we can restore ourselves the same way we restore our cars by servicing our cars. You just don't go on and on and on, you know. That's why I admire the like a lot of white people, even if they work in like in a box room meal or something, they would always save up to go on holiday. And most of the time the holiday spots are usually some like a beach or something that has sand and sea, because they understand the importance of nature. They understand the importance of going back to recharge in nature. So okay, like I said, these chakras are represented by colors as well, and sometimes when there's a blockage, you can actually just wear those colors sometimes, and it would help is what I said. It won't be the main, it won't be the focal point of opening up your chakra. So but it will help boost opening up that chakra. So it's a lot of things you can practice, a lot of things you can do, but sometimes when well, let's just get to it. All right, so first of all, we have the crown chakra. So the crown chakra is located right here, bang in the middle of the head, and it is recognized by either a violet or a white color. Now the crown chakra is connected to all the organs of the body. It's where the brain and the nervous system is located. So a blockage to your crown chakra can what it causes is it makes people very narrow-minded. They have this myopic view to life. They are unable to expand their minds and understand that there's more to life. So they're very narrow-minded. They only understand one thing. They only go, do you understand? They are unable to expand. They're unable to soak in more knowledge. Let's put it that way, because obviously there's a blockage to the nervous system and to the brain, you know. So the crown chakra is actually very important. Recognize that by a violet color or white. So I think when one is trying to open up a blocked crown chakra, what they can do is maybe wear probably a lot of white. It just helps to boost it, really. I mean, it's like red, you know. Red has that power, is like that power color, and you know, a lot of confidence and stuff. Do you understand? So that's how it is. So a crown chakra, to boost your crown chakra, to open it up, you can wear a lot of white. So also it makes people very skeptical. That's when you're not trusting, you know. If you don't, a double-minded man can never get anything from God. So you can't be double-minded. You have to trust. You have to trust the universe. You have to trust God that everything is going to work out for your good, you know. So people with a blocked crown chakra also can be quite stubborn as well. So they can be very stubborn as well. Why? Because obviously they have that narrow-minded way of thinking. Oh, it's my way or the highway. So they're not about to listen to anybody else's advice. They're not about to expand. They're not about to learn more. They think they know it all, and that's the end of it. So that's the crown chakra. Now the next chakra, so part of what I needed to open up also was my crown chakra, obviously, because maybe I had a bit of a blockage, and I think my diet had a lot to do with that. Since Christmas, I'd just been like downing carbs and sugar and stuff. So your diet is actually very important as well. So the next chakra is the third eye chakra. So it's located right here. It's what Christians refer to as spiritual eyes. So the third eye chakra is actually located right here. So it's a nerve right here. So it's recognized by the color indigo, and it's linked to your intuition, you know. That's how you just have that knowing, you know, when they say this person's very intuitive. So that's like an open third eye, and that's like your third eye chakra. So a blockage to this third eye chakra can actually can give one headaches. So the person will start to experience headaches, and then very difficulty, sight issues as well, you know, and very difficulty in concentrating. Yeah, I told you I'm struggling quite a bit, aren't I? So okay, so and they also have different difficulty concentrating as well. They can't really concentrate a lot. So also they suffer from hearing problems, and that's a blockage to the third eye chakra. So I mean, to open up your third eye chakra, you have to well, apart from connecting back with nature and doing some other certain things, you can put on the color indigo as well. That can help you boost your third eye chakra, or pray, meditate, or whatever, you know. Some people like to pray, some people like to meditate. So do that as well. It's part of boosting the opening of your third eye chakra. Okay, so the next one is the throat chakra. This is actually linked to communication, and it is recognized by the color blue. Now I love blue. Maybe that's why I talk a lot. So I love blue. I can literally live in blue. Like, it gives me that impression of the skies and blue waters and everything. So it's just beautiful. So I love blue in every shade, but I think royal blue maybe might be a better color, my favorite color. So there's powder blue and all sorts of things, but I like blue. Anyway, so this is linked to communication. So a blockage or misalignment to the throat chakra can you know, when people try to dominate conversations, like, oh yeah, so that can lead to that. It can also lead to gossiping, believe it or not. So yeah, I mean, you know, to gossip about someone else is to have distortion. So there's some sort of a distortion to their throat chakra, is why anybody would go about like just talking and gossiping and lying about people. So anyway, people with blockage to their throat chakra actually they speak without thinking as well. So you can see some people where they just say stuff and you're like, I mean, that's inappropriate, but they just blurt out words and they really don't think about it. And people with a blocked throat chakra also have problems expressing themselves very well. So my throat chakra is fine because I probably won't do all the time, but I mean, I talk a lot. So anyway, so they have problems expressing themselves, and you know, yeah, so that's a blocked throat chakra. Okay, now the heart chakra. So that's like located right here, right in the center of the chest, and it's recognized by the color green. I don't wear green a lot, but I think I get more compliments when I wear green, so it's probably me wearing my heart on my sleeves, if that makes any sense. Okay, anyway, so it's recognized, it's linked to compassion and love. So people with a blockage to their heart chakra, they have heart problems, they have asthma issues, they also may have weight issues as well, and then they put other people first to their own detriment as well, you know. So they're not really thinking about themselves. They want to be there for other people, and I used to go through all that as well. I would put other people's needs and wants way before mine, and it was crazy. So but now, I mean, meditating, connecting back to nature has helped me a lot with opening up my heart chakra. So okay, so the next one is the solar plexus, and that's right here, just in the stomach right here, and it's recognized by the color yellow. So this is linked to your self-esteem and your confidence, you know. So a blockage to the solar plexus can cause ulcers or heartburn, and also a reduction in self-confidence as well. I know these things, it's crazy. Like you don't even understand how badly all these things are so linked together sometimes. Okay, so right, so the next chakra is the sacral chakra, and that's orange. It's just above the pubic bone, and that's linked to your sexuality, pleasure, and creativity, which is why when somebody has a lot of multiple sexual partners, they are unable to get creative. It's a no-brainer. They can't be creative because you're giving away your creative power. When somebody when the how do you put it, the mess around with their sexual power, they're giving away their power literally. So I think that's a better way to put it. And it's recognized by the color orange. And a blockage to the sacral chakra can cause a urinary tract infection. It can cause lower back pain as well, and it can cause impotence. So well, one can wear a bit of orange apart from connecting to nature, pray, meditate, and all the usual things to actually open up your sacral chakra. So the last one is the root chakra, and that's at the base of the spine, and it's recognized by the color red. So this has to do with your stability, grounding, and physical identity. So a blockage to the root chakra can cause insecurities about maybe financial issues or just insecurities in general. It can cause constipation and colon problems as well. So I'm sorry I had to rush through it because I'm actually looking at the time. I'm trying not to take too long. And so, okay, so these are all the chakras, the energies in the energy points in your bodies. So a misalignment or a blockage to any of these chakras can actually affect other areas of your life in ways you can't even imagine. So how do you go about opening up your chakras so you can balance out your energies? And like I did today, you should ground yourself. So the first and one of the most important things is actually grounding yourself, which is connecting to nature. Go back out in nature, hike. I love hiking, or light jogs, mostly hiking, actually very long distance walks. So go back out in nature, connect to nature. But to actually ground yourself, you need to take off your shoes. Even better if you can go to the beach or walk on the sand. Connect your feet with the floor, and that's the best way to ground yourself. I don't know if anybody has remembers Pretty Woman, and Richard Gere was the billionaire and Julia Roberts was like the prostitute, and he was working so hard he wasn't sleeping, and she took him to the park and told him to take off his shoes and walk on bare ground, and he didn't understand what that was about, and he was like, well, why would I have to do this? But she made him do it anyway, and that night he slept off. He slept for the first time in such a long time. So it's very important that we connect back to nature. It's like servicing your generator or servicing your car. It's like you're literally recharging yourself. So grounding yourself is a very good way to open up your chakras, balance out your energies. So if you're experiencing anything like memory loss, like kind of I am, or forgetting words or getting tired, obviously I've been out of alignment. One or two of my chakras are obviously out of alignment, and I'm putting in the hard work to balance myself out. Okay, so the next thing is your diet, which I think is what affected mine actually. I've been down in carbs and sugar, so which is really, really bad for you. So you need to eat as much as possible, eat less red meat as much as possible. It really, really can be bad for you, although some people actually need to add it to their dietary their diet. Some people actually need it, for medical reasons. But if you don't need it for medical reasons, white meat is always better than red meat any day. So you can opt for more of white meat. Even though this year I am trying to stay away from meat, fish, chicken, or anything. I will still eat it, but just not all the time. Stay away from it as much as possible. Okay, so another thing is to pray or meditate, whichever one you do. If you're the prayer person, go into prayer. If you meditate, always take about an hour out in your day. I mean, 1 hour is not too much in 24 hours, and just try to just pray or meditate and just connect back to your source. Okay, so another one, which is one of my favorites, is actually my favorite, is to dance. Just dance. I love to dance. It's my favorite thing in the world, and I am proud to say that I'm actually an excellent dancer. I mean, in high school I got an award as the dancing machine. So I don't dance as much anymore, especially now. It's like all choreographed and everybody's doing the same dance or something, shaku shaku or something. Everybody's doing the same dance. I don't dance like that. For me, dance is freedom. Back in the days, back in the days, in my late teenage years, early 20s, what I used to do, I'll get dressed up like on a Friday and just go to the clubs. Obviously I preferred to go to like a trance club, and trance music, right, is like really, really erotic and very seductive, and it's just great. So or I would go to a house club where they play house music, and like if I really wanted to dig it, I'll go to like an R&B club. But yeah, so I would just go to the club because there's something about the vibrations of sound waves and what sound actually does to you. Have you thought about it? Like sometimes you listen to music and you're like in really high spirits, and sometimes you listen to music and it makes you kind of depressed. So yeah, so sometimes, but I love to dance, so I would just go there by myself. I won't take anybody. Okay, this was back in the UK, right? So so I wouldn't take anybody. I'll just go there and look out for maybe not necessarily the best dancer. I needed a partner that understood rhythm. It was, for me, it was all about the reading. They knew how to move to reading. You know how some people just dance off key? No, so I don't need him to be like the best dancer in the world. I just need him to understand rhythm. So I would look for that person, spot that person, and then just dance all night. And I bet the person will be thinking, yeah, I've scored tonight. And just after the whole thing, I just disappeared because I just wanted to dance. So even, I mean, my very close friends can attest to this. So even now, as of last week, I was saying to a friend of mine, like, okay, give me a night. Now, I don't get to do it very often anymore because obviously the music is like changing a lot. I can't even dance to just any music. So I'm quite selective about the music as well. So, so I said to my friend about last week, like, I need a night. He was like, you want to dance? I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I mean, for me, it's release. I mean, people release in different ways. So for me, it's release. Just dance the night away. I love to dance. So anyway, so dancing is really good. I would recommend maybe dancing to drums, music that is drum based. Why? Because drums are I mean, they're called talking drums, and they're affiliated with the word, which is talk. Do you understand? And the word is actually divine presence. So most of the time, especially when you're listening to like a praise and worship or something and it's drum based, it's always very good. I mean, give it about 20 minutes and just dance. You know what I do when I listen to that, I get to do that on Sundays most of the time in church. So is you need to shut out one of your senses. Like I shut my eyes when I do that. Why? Because if my eyes are open, I'm quite aware of the people around me. But most importantly, when I shut my eyes, I heighten my hearing. So, I mean, when one of your senses is shut down, it heightens the other senses. So I shut my eyes, it heightens my hearing. So at that point, I am one. You know, drums actually, initially when drums were created, the beat was created to be in rhythm with the heartbeat. I know a lot of people don't know this. So the faster the beat goes, the faster your heart actually beats. Yeah, it's actually proven scientifically. So yeah, and the heart is the soul of the universe. So as you dance to drum based music, it's in sync with your heartbeat, and you're in sync with the universe, and that's how it works. So drums are very mystical, very, very mystical, so I would advise drum based music, maybe like a praise and worship, and just dance for about 20 minutes, nothing less. I said 20 because in numerology, two stands for duality, and that's it stands for duality, and in two places is 4, which stands for balance. And 4 are like 4 pillars of a gate. Do you understand? It's like a gate to breakthrough. And in music, what's really important, the different aspects of music. There's the rhythm, there's harmony, and there's melody. But the most important one is the rhythm, because when rhythm is synchronized, like even clapping, what is rhythm is like synchronized sound at the same time. So imagine you're probably in like church or something, and the music stops but everybody's clapping and it's synchronized. What music can actually do, what that can actually do, synchronized music at that time that is in sync with maybe that is in sync with you, and you connect to it at that time, it actually has the possibility of enhancing positivity in your life. And if people actually of enhancing harmony, if somebody puts out evil intentions, like a casts a spell or jinx or does some evil thing against you, and you are in sync with music at that point. That's why they say praise and worship, it works faster than even prayer, because it's a long one and I'm trying to break it down in the best way possible. Vibration of sound at that moment, when it's in sync with you, can destroy evil intentions in the universe against you. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, reason why people say when you've prayed and it's not working, praise. That's what it is. Because sound, vibration of sound at that time, it can actually enhance a harmony and destroy this harmony against you at that time. So I don't know, I love to dance, but some other people prefer other type of other types of release, like maybe swimming or running or whatever. So what's your dance? If your dance is swimming, just swim away and enjoy the reading. But I would really advise, just dance. All right. So, and the last thing is stay in silence. If you can take a day or two and just be in complete silence, that would help a lot. I mean, it drives people mad, because there's times when I don't even pick up my phone at all. I look at it ring, but I don't pick it up, because I just need to be in silence. Because being in silence at that point, it gives you time to think, it gives you time to reflect. And a lot of people cannot spend time with themselves. But really, if you don't enjoy your own company, who else is going to enjoy your company? So, it gives you time to go back into yourself to reflect on maybe things you've forgotten or things you feel you don't know. It's just good when you're able to be silent for just take a day out. Even if it's in a month, take a day out and just be in complete silence. Don't pick up your phone, just be with yourself and spend time with yourself. So anyway, these are my self-help tips, and God, I've gone past 30 minutes. I am so sorry about this. All right then, have a good week, have a wonderful week. Hopefully next week I'll be back in tune with myself. Have a wonderful time. I love you all. Namaste. Bye.